Axie Infinity keeps exploding. It reached the $50 and it gets harder for everyone who didn't buy it on a lower level. So in today's video I will share with you what is my setup where I'm looking to buy the token, and as well I will share with you what AXS Price Prediction 2021 is based on technical analysis. Hello everyone, it's Pat Alexandrov. A very warm welcome to our trading channel. Stay with me until the end of the video to see what is a realistic AXS price prediction for 2021. As we are still in July, there is a lot of room until the end of the year. A lot of things could happen, especially after the Bitcoin is retesting the 40,000 again. Actually, it broke the 40 twice. So with the support of Bitcoin, I think the AXS price prediction 2021 is really positive, and especially based on what we have seen so far. Alright, so for the beginners, the Axie Infinity is another game token, and recently I'm talking more about the game tokens, especially the NFT tokens, because those are just exploding, okay? So the AXS is the token for the Axie Infinity game. Alright, so all traders, gamers, or investors who own the tokens are able to vote and shape for the direction of the game universe. Okay, you can read a lot more on CoinGecko. As well, you can check out what support they get on Twitter and Telegram. I always suggest the people, whenever you want to invest in a token, to learn as much as you can. But for me as a trader, what matters the most is the price itself. So you can see how the AXS chart looks like, okay? It's been really crazy. We see it as a top gainer nearly every day for the last few weeks, except those days over here, which is quite a normal retracement. And this is exactly what I will start with in today's AXS Price Prediction 2021 video, because as you would probably know, retracements are very normal, okay? So this initial move right here that we had from the Axie Infinity did a decent retracement down to the 38.2%, alright? So what I have here is the Fibonacci indicator. I will just zoom in a little bit. I draw it from the top to the low, and then we have those retracement levels of the Fib. Usually what I like to see is retracement down to the 50% or even lower, 38.2 and the 23.6. Now the price reached nearly the 38.2, so right after it was going up again, and if I go down to the hourly chart, you will see that we had a very nice counter trend line as well down right here, okay? It was the ideal scenario for my strategy, just below the 50% of a retrace, but we had a break of this counter trend line, and as well we had this failure of a recent low, break of the counter trend line, and perfect setup to buy it, and I've missed it. Alright, so as you know, I'm very honest in my videos. I have missed to buy the Axie Infinity at this time simply because it was on the 21st of July. I was on a summer vacation with my family, and sometimes I need a break, honestly, from looking at the charts. And what I should have done is simply to put an alert if the price crosses the level to get a notification from TradingView. This is where usually I use alerts and they work really nice, but I didn't do it, okay? And as you can see, it's not in my portfolio. So what I have as NFT tokens is Mana from Decentraland, Sand from Sandbox, NTLM, which is the Alien Worlds, which I just sold last night actually with a profit of about 80%. So every time I buy and sell, I announce that on my Patreon's page. This is where I share the buy and sell alerts. And as well, from there you can download this crypto portfolio spreadsheet, which is very useful, especially if you have a portfolio of tokens. And as you can see, the NFT tokens bring a lot of profits recently, and I haven't updated the market price for all the rest since, what is that, beginning of July. So before I was updating it every week, but now I don't really find time to update it frequently, and I update it once a month. So the NFT tokens show a great potential recently, and as I said, honestly, I have missed to buy the Axie Infinity. However, I can still make AXS Price Prediction 2021 even independently, because I don't have any tokens, and I will share with you right now what I'm looking at to buy the token. Now I will put another Fibonacci on the next move that we had, this one over here. So this is the zone where I want to buy it, okay, right over here, this zone that is locked between the $27 and the $31, okay. So if the price drops down to this level, I'll be super happy buying it right after it starts to climb again, okay. So right over here, potentially, I'm not saying this will happen, this is a pure AXS price prediction for the short term, and simply said, this is what I want to see in order to buy it. I'm not saying it will happen. I don't know if it will happen. Actually, I don't care if it will happen or not. If it happens, I will buy it. If it doesn't happen, I will wait another opportunity, okay. So when you're looking for buying opportunities, don't make it a must, don't make it 100% that you have to buy it no matter what happens, because this is usually when the people jump on the top of the move and they handle huge losses after that, okay. And ideally, if the price goes lower, I'll be looking to buy on the break of a counter trend line, okay. And potentially I want to see a more aggressive counter trend line, and I want to buy right after the price breaks the 50 retracement or such a counter trend line, okay. So one more time, my experience showed me that when I like a token, when I like the idea of the project, and it's already expensive, already the huge move is done, I prefer to wait for the retracement. You should not say to yourself, okay, no matter where the price is right now, I'll just buy it, because yep, you can handle losses, guys. There's a lot of people who bought the Bitcoin at the $50,000-$60,000. So you can see all of my entries with the Bitcoin right over here, starting right after the $10,000. So all of these dots, if I zoom it, you will see these are my buying entries based on retracement, counter trend lines along the way. And at that moment, when the Bitcoin was already above the 50,000-60,000 and we saw this weakness, the price failed to take the high, another failure of the high. So all of these green ones I didn't take, okay, because I knew it was already expensive and I was waiting for that retracement that we see. Now, the recent week has been great for the Bitcoin, for the crypto market. Some speculation from Amazon that they will accept payments. After that, they said they will not accept Bitcoin payments. So this thing is ongoing process of speculation on Twitter and everything else. But one more time, if you have missed to buy, just like I did with the AXS, I prefer to wait for the retracement in order to buy. So one more time, I'll be happy buying it if the price drops below the 50 retracement of the recent huge move from Fibonacci, and if we have a break of this counter trend line. Of course, a great scenario would be to see a failure of the low, so something like that would be really ideal for me. Alright, to see a failure of the recent low, just like the one we had over here. And then if we have the break, that would be perfect. Okay, so this is usually the setup I'm looking for in order to buy. Retracement down below the 50 level, and then a break of the counter trend line. After a failure of the recent low. Okay, so usually that's the setup I'm looking for. Alright, so what is my AXS price prediction 2021 based on what we have seen so far on the market? Now, the Fibonacci indicator doesn't give us only retracement levels, so it gives us potential targets. And if I go back to the initial Fibonacci, the one I showed over here, you can see that we have one first target at 161.8, which sits at $45.54, and you can see the price reached it perfectly. Okay, at that moment we didn't have anything about the $30. We only had targets from the Fibonacci, and the first one worked really well. All right, so for me this is really ideal target based on what we saw after that the price reached the $50 and failed and then did a retracement. So taking the profit right over here would have been perfect for me, but one more time I have missed it. And now the second target from the first Fibonacci matches pretty much with the first Fibonacci target from the second Fibonacci. Okay, so this is the second target from this Fibonacci. It sits at 71.85, and you can see that the first target from the second Fibonacci is at the $70. Now, on most of my videos, I say that I prefer to use the second target. However, the market recently has been very negative for the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the rest. Until we see a very clear uptrend with the Bitcoin, we are still in a bearish market. And when we're in a bearish market, I prefer to use the first target instead of the second one. Okay, when the Bitcoin is very positive, like all of these and this 2020 and the beginning of 2021, everything was going up. I always use the second target when taking profits, and you can see how many times it worked really nice for me. Not just with the Bitcoin, but with many other coins. But when we are in a bearish market or the price just goes sideways with the Bitcoin, I prefer to use the first target. So the first target on the second Fibonacci that I had over here sits at the $70. And if the price drops down to the 30 level and retests this zone that I've mentioned, and I buy it, I'll be super happy taking the profit at the $70. And for me, this is a realistic AXS price prediction 2021 based on all of these impulsive moves that we saw. Okay, because back in July the price was down at $3 and $4, guys. $3-4, and now it sits at the $45. So why not reaching the $70? I don't see a reason why not, especially if the Bitcoin succeeds to close above the $40,000 and continues to the 50,000. Okay, all the rest will follow along. And one more time, the NFT tokens showed great profits with me, and they showed it not just to me but to the whole market, right? Because all of those Mana, Sand, Alien Worlds, and many others that are out there are already on a huge profit in the last weeks and months. Alright, so you can see that for the last 30 days, AXS is over 1,000. This is just amazing to see such gains when the Bitcoin was bearish. Right now, it's getting back to bullish, but we'll see where it will go. Alright guys, so this is my realistic AXS price prediction 2021. Let me know what is your price prediction for the Axie Infinity in the comments below. I'll be super happy if you share your reasons, so the video will be more useful for everyone. And if you have enjoyed that video, I'll be super happy if you support the channel with a huge like. I thank you very much for staying with me until the end of the video, and I will see you guys in another one. Take care and enjoy trading!